Sidi, you have taught us that the Shaykh is a spiritual device. What is actually happening to our inner system during Sohbat or Nazar? Are certain lataifs being triggered, rewired, or recalibrated in real time?
Yes, like the guys were saying the other night, why don't you look at some of the Tesla? Because sometimes spiritual talks, why we're giving this example is because spiritual talks people think is hocus pocus. A lot of people tune in, you should see their comments, "What's this stuff?" as if like they're intelligent people. Then you look at them on science things, they say, "Akhi, this is amazing, this is amazing." You see the same comments from these people, "This is amazing." What's that amazing? Because German and Japanese companies made that? So look at their technologies, look at what Tesla was making of a Tesla coil, where he was saying that I can put his tower, it'll light the entire state with wireless energy, and nobody could understand it. And they were scared of him turning it on. And how can it turn on, not sort of disintegrate or incinerate everything with fire and energy, but transmit a force of energy from the ether that's in the Bahr Qudr in the atmosphere and send it wirelessly out to everyone's home to receive it. Now what he made is more powerful than what Allah made. And Allah is giving, "Taqullah wa kunu ma'a sadiqeen." Have the taqwa, be good character people and keep the company of sadiqs. And these people whom are training and teaching you that Allah will make their souls more powerful than the Tesla coil. And when their zikr start and their association starts Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they are broadcasting. Their coil is on and wirelessly transmitting from the earth, the heavens and beyond, because their transmission is not based on this earth. There are many who passed away whom are sitting in their associations. There are many from the other realms that we know and that we don't know of that are also receiving the transmissions, because the soul's power doesn't have a limited frequency. It doesn't go 5 minutes and then run out of battery. It's coming from a heavenly source, it's called Hayyu al-Qayyum. Allah's ancient ocean of Hayy is flowing through that soul, and Qayyum, it's sustained by Allah. So that frequency goes, but people whom don't have eyes they can't see it. And Allah says, "None of you will know except the people of tafakkur." Why? Because they'll feel a pulse of energy coming. Where it came from? It came from the sun, it came from the Edison power lines, or it came from a soul, and that soul is transmitting. And the people connect and that soul wirelessly comes and hits them. And the stronger the signal, the more you're attuned to it. And that's why we said, then go study devices. So each device in your house is on a certain frequency. So it's like radio station for people to understand. So I want to tune to the shaykh, well then get on his channel. So you start to go to 92 because these are all Muhammadiyun. And there may be 50 shaykhs, 100 shaykhs broadcasting on the Muhammadan signal, but you have to have a familiarity with the shaykh that you feel your heart is connected to. So I go to 92.3, it's nice alhamdulillah, but it's not for me. That's not what Allah programmed. I go to 92.7, so that's nice too, but I don't understand what he's talking about. So that must be for somebody from that language. And you go until where your heart is hit. When your heart is hit in understanding, then you're listening, and it begin now that vibration is now resonating in your heart, and his frequency is actually dressing your heart until you can hear it and you almost hear him speaking that talk. And if you read from his articles you'll hear him speaking in the article, because your frequency is on the same frequency. So they have the ability to resonate and change the resonance of people to their frequency. So this is what we called in our teaching, and get the energy book, called attunement. You have to attune people. So everybody comes in, finds the frequency, but doesn't mean yet you're attuned to it. So what do you have in your technology as an example? Peripherals. If you want the peripheral to communicate, what do you have to do? You actually have to reboot it. Then you have to make sure that does this peripheral have the same driver. Why driver? They use this word driver, why? Means is it attuned to the main unit? Is it understanding the communication coming from this main unit? Even when you plug it in at first it may not work. So what does the shaykh have to do? He has to reboot the person that stop all the other drivers you have, because your signals think is going into 20 different people. So you reboot the student to focus on one thing, don't think on that one, because they take your lecture then they think about it with that guy, then this guy said there is no muraqabah, then this one said what is this? So now your drivers are messing up your connection.